Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caitlin with the Crystal Sun and Moon Tarot. Hi, if you're brand new to my channel, welcome guys. I'd love to have you. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, what's up? I love you guys so much. As always, thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel, liked my videos, you know, commented on them. It means so much to me. It really does. I want to get that across. It means a lot to me, you guys. I never even thought I'd get past like 100 subscribers, and we're up to like over 1,200 now. And I am so thankful. Like, I mean, every single time I reload my channel, and I see it on my computer, you know, and I see it go up like 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers, however many, I just go, thank you, universe, thank you, spirit, thank you, everybody that is subscribing and following me on my journey, and, you know, that resonates with me especially. Thank you so much. And even if you don't resonate with me, I love to have you guys anyway. I hope, you know, you get something at least from my readings. If not, no worries. I'm not for everybody. That's the biggest thing, is that not every reader is for everybody, and I'm definitely not everyone's cup of tea. But so, yes, today, we're putting it out there. Timestamp squad, if you guys want to timestamp the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine readings within this video, feel free to, because I kind of feel like I'm gonna talk a little bit on the intro for some stuff, so feel free to do that. If you know, first person to put it down in the comments, I'll make sure to pin it to the top so you guys can have that if you'd like. But so mainly I felt like I needed to do this reading. It's been a while since I've really felt drawn to do readings for my channel, especially, you know, I'm trying to keep it going because this is something that I love and very much I resonate with, and at one point in my life I feel like I will want to make this, you know, this is my mission work, and I will want to make this more a part of my life. But as of right now, you know, I'm dealing with the 3D world, so a lot of stuff has been going on with me personally, within my own personal journey, and, you know, also with my masculine, but mainly just with me, because as always, as on a twin flame journey, when you first get started, it is very much, you know, exciting and amazing and mysterious, and especially like romantic too. It's easy to romanticize the journey because it is very much, you know, that like fairy tale type thing that everybody thinks they want, but once they get on the journey, they realize exactly how difficult and stressful it really is, you know, and very transformative. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. If you're not willing to, well, not, you know, if you're not willing to, because everybody has free will, you know, you can choose not to follow the journey. It's up to you. But very much it is, you know, it's a journey not for the faint of heart, and it can be a very lonely journey at the same time. I have been going through that, especially through February. It's been a very lonely journey, but at the same time, with that being said, there has been major shifts I have personally felt within the Divine Masculine Collective, within my own journey too. I have also seen the shifts between my masculine and I, in our dynamic. And, you know, it's not perfect. It's not, you know, what I want or anything. He's not throwing roses at me and, you know, just showering me with gifts and love and everything. You know, it's not how it is right now. And it's just that it's part of the journey of releasing those expectations. And for me personally, I am releasing expectations for that, because I'm opening myself up to that. I'm also opening myself up to the possibility of other people too. I am at that point in my journey that, you know, I am open to other people, other relationships, other connections, because the biggest thing about the twin flame journey is that after you get started on it, when you first get started, it's like all about your other partner. It's all about, you know, you want to know everything that's going on with them. You want to know what's, you know, you want to know everything that there is to really know. You want to do all your research, and it's important. You should know. You should be informed. You know, knowledge is power. But the biggest thing is that my advice to all you guys that are just getting started on this journey is that it's not about them. The journey is not about them. It is about you and your personal growth. And that is probably the hardest thing to switch into as a mindset. Because truly when you surrender, you know, basically when you surrender the control that you need to have over the relationship, that you need it to look a certain way, that you need it to happen by a certain point, you know, you're setting expectations at that point, and that is hindering the relationship more than anything, because your masculine, your feminine, they can feel that. Your counterpart, they can feel that. And, you know, that's not the vibration that attracts the twin flame and everything. Now, as always, it's just a label, you know. Take this reading as soulmate, twin flame, you know, just your significant other and you, whatever it is, however you identify it, however you want. It's just a label at the end of a day. It's just a label. That's, you know, kind of how I feel about, you know, when we talk about God, source energy, the universe, spirit, all this stuff. To me, it's a label, you know. It's all a label for this one cohesive, just outer, you know, outer intelligence basically of us. I don't know, a higher intelligence, that's what I'm looking for, higher intelligence than us. So that's the biggest thing that I kind of felt like I needed to talk about, is just, it's about you. It's not about the other person. Because in February, this is my biggest thing that I was working on, which is why I was kind of radio silent on the channel. But this is very much, you know, the biggest lesson that you can learn. And honestly, to me, it is such a major milestone within a twin flame journey, because you're choosing yourself. Basically, you choose yourself and you put yourself above others, not in a narcissistic way, in a loving way. You know, it's like, I'm not going to do this because I love myself. You know, Mercury's in retrograde, and a lot of exes are coming back, and personally, one of my exes kind of popped into my realm of sphere and stuff, and there was something going on with my masculine that I got triggered by, and, you know, I worked through that, of course, but I kind of just felt like I had to check up on this ex. You know, he did kind of reach out a little bit, and I just, you know, checked up on him. Turns out he's in the hospital, and so as far as I know, he's still in there, and everything, and I think it was more just he needed somebody else, because I know that has a very, very hard life right now. There's a lot going on with him, and I felt like he probably needed a friend, because it wasn't even, you know, a little problem. It was kind of a big problem that they're still, I feel, working out right now. So that's kind of one of those things that is just, you know, I'm not reaching out anymore, because, you know, Mercury retrograde, exes type people like want to come back. People from the past want to come back. But, you know, it's still having that self-love to, you know, have those boundaries up, because, you know, to me, I'm open to another relationship with him, because he and I did have a connection. If he wants to reconcile, but there are certain things that I can't accept from his lifestyle for myself. You know, there are certain things that would have to, you know, that would have to change, basically. That would have to have changed by now. And that's not saying that it's like I don't care about him and I'm putting an expectation or a condition on it, because that's not. It might be a condition, but it's conditioned because I need, for my highest good, I need that. You know, I need those things there, because I'm not accepting those crumbs. I'm not accepting bullshit anymore, you know. It's that, you know, if you want to, you know, continue this, expand this, then I need some things from you. And that's just me loving myself to say that I need this, you know, out of a relationship. So that's kind of what I felt needed to be talked about, you guys. 'Cause I feel like some of you guys really needed to hear that. Especially for those of you that are brand new on the journey. It's very much that I felt called to do a reading today. You know, I've been, cleansing myself. I've been detoxing myself. I've been eating better, exercising. Like I went on a run today. I, you know, came home, showered, and then it was just like, while I was in the shower, I'm like, I need to do a reading. I need to do a reading right now. Like, this is perfect. Like, I'm in the right place for it. So here we are. Let's get started with the readings. As always, I am using the Witches Tarot. As always, if the message does not resonate, it's not meant for you. It is meant for somebody else. This is a general reading. Take what resonates. And if you get something different of what I'm saying, take that. That's your message. Now, I do use he for masculine and she for feminine. That's just to differentiate for myself while I'm going through the readings. So this is going to be the masculine side of the reading. This is going to be the feminine side. This is the Witches Tarot by Ellen Dugan. This is the Line Strider Tarot by Ciolo Thompson. And then this is my brand new Sailor Moon. Here, let me get the card. This is my brand new Sailor Moon Crystal Tarot card deck. So this is just the major arcana cards. But they are, you know, I just freaking love them so much. I got it on Amazon. They're limited edition ones, but I do love them. I'm going to be using them, kind of get like a major theme of what's going on with the masculine, major theme of what's going on with the feminine. Kind of just those major universal forces that are surrounding them at this moment. Now, when I was placing these cards out, because after I meditated, that's when I decided what cards and decks I'm going to be using. I have my Bloodstone on the masculines, and I feel like when I placed it out, I didn't even I just randomly put them on the ones. However I felt drawn. So Bloodstones are great for courage, conviction, you know, a sense of self-worth. Basically, I feel like it's really good because it's green. It's good for your heart chakra, but also I feel like it's a good stone for your solar plexus. You know, that conviction of just, you know, this is who I am, standing in my truth. And I feel like the masculines maybe need a boost for that. So I have my Bloodstone on that. I have my Black Obsidian on the feminines, because also with unions coming so close and the energies, I mean, it's in the air, it's palpable, the energies for union and stuff like that. So whatever collective right now is, you know, the current wave that's coming into union, I'm feeling like the feminines need that protection against that negativity, because currently I have been feeling it too. A lot of negativity, a lot of doubt from other people, a lot of, you know, those little things that are kind of getting in the way, you know, that those negative energies that do come toward this type of connection, because it is a very high vibrational connection. It is meant to, you know, raise the vibration of the planet. And so there are negative entities that do not want that. They come in different forms, you know, physical, metaphysical, however it is. But yes, and we have Archangel Michael, though, protecting us in this reading, because this is my clear quartz cluster that I picked up last week, and I charged this specifically and put my intention specifically for Archangel Michael into this cluster. And I've been carrying it around with me, and it has been super powerful. He is very much, I work with him during my readings to protect me, protect my space, and protect you guys too, so that we get the clearest and well-intentioned, you know, channel messages. Sorry, taking some water. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start with I'm gonna get a card for the masculine and the feminine first from this deck. And this is just kind of how I've shuffled this one, because, okay, there's one. The World, masculine. Okay, we got the World card for the masculine. And that is actually Sailor Saturn. I'm gonna take this one for the feminine, and Judgment for the feminine. That is Sailor Pluto. So also what I love about this deck is that it has the actual sailors and everything in it, and they have, you know, their planetary alignment and everything. And personally, Sailor Saturn is you know, rules Capricorn, and Sailor Pluto, so Saturn rules Capricorn, Pluto, I want to say it rules Scorpio, or maybe I'm just thinking that my Pluto is in Scorpio. I don't know. It's just, I want to say that. Don't know if I'm right. Hey, correct me down in the comments if it's different. I'm going to put this over here, actually. All right. So these are the major forces right now that are surrounding the masculine and the feminine. Wow. Holy shit, wow. We have number 20 and then number 21. Wow. Okay, so currently the masculine is dealing with cycles. Maybe they're ending karmic cycles if they are still going through those third-party type of situations. Now, when it comes to third-party situations and third-party energies, this does not always mean a person, a specific person is a third party. It can be, of course, but it can also mean there's a third-party energy of family issues, codependency issues, financial issues, you know, just addictions, you know, something that is outside the power of the masculine and the feminine, the energies of the masculine and feminine that has a hold on them. And with the World card, it's about completion. It's also about travel. Some of you guys may travel a lot, but very much so it is about the ending of cycles and the completion of it. And right now with that blood, I'm looking at that bloodstone on the thing, and I really feel that the masculines need a lot of courage right now and a lot of strength going through. So for you feminines that you are watching this, for your masculines, send them light and love. Send them a lot of light and love and courage and strength for them, because no matter what they're going through right now, they need it. They need it for the betterment of themselves. All right, and so I'm going to go into the feminines later. We're actually going to put that over here. We'll talk about that later. Let's get into the masculines reading. If I can get the deck. All right, Spirit, let's get some cards. I want to see what the masculines got in their headspace. I want 3 cards for the masculine's headspace. In there. No. Yeah, they might be a little scattered, especially if they are trying to really ground themselves. Because I really feel like they need to ground themselves with that World card. Because there's probably a lot of transformation going on right now, that with the energies going on, that there's so much that they might be a lot in their head, because masculines do tend to get stuck more in the 3D. And so they might get stuck more in their head, and it can hinder them a lot, because especially for me, I have somebody with anxiety and stuff like that. You know, I get in my head and it's like I have to be so careful because my thoughts can manifest so quickly. And so we just have to be mindful of things like that. Especially me, because like I actually have my, I'll get yelled at by my grandmother in my head. My grandmother that passed away. She's one of my major spirit guides. She watches after me a lot, especially when I was going through a purge. Because when I started detoxing, my major thing was that I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking. And I never thought that it was hindering me, but literally the day that I was convinced that I was 100% was done and was, you know, getting rid of all my stuff, any, you know, smoking stuff that I had, I started crying. I started absolutely crying, and I did not realize how much of like a burden it felt to me sometimes. And it was really because it's been pointed out to me that I regret a lot of decisions that I make. And, you know, it was more looking back in the past sometimes at how reckless I was, or how just, you know, how it affected everybody else around me. And it was just like, I was beating myself up about it. And I felt very, very guilty for it. And the biggest thing was that, you know, I was open about it too with my friends, my family, my parents. And because my dad also quit smoking when he met my mom. My mom was the reason that he quit smoking. Yes. We have this, speaking of quitting stuff and moving on and bettering your life, we have that 6 of Swords and the Death card and Scorpio. Oh my God, what was I saying about Scorpio energy coming from that Pluto card? Coming through in his headspace, death, that transformation, that rebirth, that change, you know? And the 6 of Swords, it's moving on to calmer waters for me. You know, it's moving on from the past, to a better future. You know, it's very optimistic. It's a very optimistic way of, you know, being, of, you know, thinking, especially swords are thoughts. So I love that it's coming out in the headspace, because the masculine is mentally, consciously trying to move forward. And with the death card right there, that is major arcana. That's also number 8 in the deck, in the tarot deck. And 8s are infinity, as above, so below, as within, so without. And it also has to do with, you know, the twin flame journey and all that stuff. You know, abundance, everything like that. You can look it up of what cards. All right. I need one more card, please, Spirit. But it's very much masculine wanting to move on to calmer waters, whether it's with his feminine or just in his life in general. You know, wanting to give up things from their past, you know, that weren't serving them anymore, because, you know, it is a time of transformation for us. Okay, we got 2 cards. All right. We got the Knight of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we also have the 7 of Wands, that's fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they wanted to give us 4 cards. The fact that these came out together, the fact that it came out together in his headspace, because these 2 cards came out together, and it's very much that transformation, wanting to move on, wanting to, I just got wanting a fresh start, you know. I'm being drawn to the flowers, you know, because he's giving flowers to the Rider of Death right there, you know. He's offering this beautiful, just bouquet, you know, of daisies. Yeah, those are daisies. Beautiful. You know, he's offering this bouquet of daisies to this Rider of Death, basically. To me, it comes off as, you know, the Horseman of Death. Because they're trying to say something to me. Hold on, guys. They're trying to give me something. They're trying to say something. It's like, it's almost like forgiveness. It's almost like they're like, this is the masculine right here, you know, and it's like offering, you know, these daisies that he picked himself. He's surrendering. That's what that is. He's surrendering. He's surrendering to this, because in his head, he has this conflict over here. Because the Knight of Cups is wanting to make an offer, usually of love, you know. Knights want to come in. They have this, like, just romantic. It's almost like a very Casanova type. You know, when I was talking in my intro about the like romanticism kind of the twin flame journey, it very much feels like this right here. The Knight of Cups is kind of the embodiment of that, you know, coming in on a white horse and literally, you know, offering this love, like, love me forever. And it's very much like he wants to make that move. Like, in his head, he's like, I want it, I want it, I want it. You know, I don't know what's exactly in this cup. You know, I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in this cup, what will fill it up, but I'm going to fill it up. You know, the stream is right here by me, and it's very calming. There's this castle in the background too. I just heard I'm coming home. Immediately I looked at that castle and I just heard I'm coming home. You know, he's not sure what he's going to find, whether he's going to fill up his cup in that river or that stream, you know, with the fresh water, or even, you know, it could be dirty water. You don't know. Back in the medieval ages, it was also like, not all water was the same. You know, there was contaminated, dirty freaking water. Man, you know, it wasn't purified. You know, it's like, am I going to fill it up with this right now because I'm impatient? Or am I going to wait till I get home where I can drink wine, where I can drink mead, you know, where I can drink this, you know, the nectar of the gods, you know, that has been, you know, basically given to me. Like, am I going to be impatient? Or am I going to wait until I get home to truly enjoy the purity of what this cup, you know, of what this cup means to me? Because, and I love that energy, because the masculine's really thinking about, what does he want? What does he want from the feminine? What does he want out of life in general? You know, with the Seven of Wands, I do feel that that conflict there, because like I said, masculines are very much in the 3D in their head a lot. And so I'm not surprised that that Seven of Wands is coming out. You know, it's about being on the defense, you know, not exactly wanting to give up. It's a very stubborn energy for sure. Very, very stubborn. And look, it's like, those are, pretty sure those are like the same. Hold on, give me a second. No, they're not the same flowers, but they look like it. They look like it. You know, there's this blossoming there. It was almost like that was his flowers that he had in the death card that he was, you know, surrendering with. And here, though, he's on defense with the flowers. You know, it's like, hey, wait a second, hold up. So it's very much kind of like this back and forth that, like, it feels very strong, though, that the masculine is trying to move forward, trying to transform, trying to make this effort to better himself, because, you know, it's what he wants. It's what he deserves. You know, he's trying to get the world card. He's trying to make that transition. It's going to take time for sure, but I'm really feeling that, you know, he's still got a little bit of the Seven of Wands coming through, but he's getting there. All right. Oh, we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Ah! And that's exactly what it is that he's trying to get to the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is having everything within a 3D, you know, having the happy family, having, you know, a roof over your head, having, you know, financial stability, abundance, you know, love. It's not just the emotional love, it's the physical abundance that comes along with it. I mean, it's absolute just perfect prosperity, man. And it's just like, this is what he's trying to get to, in whatever form that it comes in, too. Understand that, guys. It's whatever form that it comes in that he's trying to make it to, whether it's with his feminine or not. Understand that. So let's get some cards for the Divine Masculine's heart space. Spirit, I want 3 cards for the Divine Masculine's heart space, please. Man, I was feeling that Scorpio energy, and there it is. It's really coming through strong. The death, the transformation. Also, Scorpios are very passionate too. You know, and it's very much, I think he's trying to actually hold back the passion a little bit, because it's just like, it's a lot. It's intimidating, to be honest. It could be intimidating to the feminine too. This, you know, this passion, because it's that physical electricity between them. I'm feeling that they're trying to hold themselves back, you know, from, because I think they're afraid that they're going to scare off the feminine if they're too forward, if they're too, you know, Casanova Eve, instead of like being a child, handing them this bouquet and being like, you know, here's my cup, you know, here's my love. You know, they don't want to rush in. And with the Knight energy there, it's very much that they're trying to hold it back with the Seven of Wands, because the Knights can be very impulsive. You know, that it's like, you know, I want it now, which is why what was coming through with the Knight of Cups was, you know, do I drink from this river, or where I might get poisoned or sick or worse, or do I wait till I get home and I can drink, you know, the nectar of the gods, basically. That's just what's coming to me, is the nectar of the gods. You know, it's like, what exactly do I want? And they're really thinking about it. There right, let's get some cards, please, Spirit. 3 cards for Divine Masculines. Shit. Alright, we got the Queen of Cups in his heart space. Immediately the first card out. Woo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Man, I want to get some more cards before I go into her. But, man, the Queen of Cups came right out. Now, this could be the feminine, yes, but I'm feeling more that it's the Divine Masculine softening his heart, because that one's come out. Ah! Ace of Cups. Ooh, that's why. Yes, he's softening his heart. Oh, I was really feeling that cup, and it's right under the Knight of Cups. Look at the Ace of Cups. Look how beautiful that card is. It's literally overflowing. I'm feeling it. Oh, it's so beautiful that we're in his heart space and we have the cups coming out, because the cups are the emotions. Cups are, you know, I see the Ace of Cups and it's just telling me that he's overflowing with emotion right now. Yes, here we are again, more cups. Wow, Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. Wow, and look, she has 2 cups literally right there. And she's tempering them. She's working on them. Also, when I see the Temperance card, to me, it tells me that your angels are watching over you. This is a very divine guided connection. This healing that's happening. It's happening on purpose, because the angels are watching over. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, 3 of fucking cups on the bottom of the deck. Jesus Christ. Okay, this masculine, this collective is all up in their feels. They're all up in their feels in their heart. And it's very much that their head is behind their heart. You know, their heart is just overflowing with this emotion. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Okay. I need to center myself again. And let's start on this, because holy shit. This is unbelievable, you guys. The biggest message is that their angels and spirit guides are watching over this connection, watching over the Divine Masculine. They're helping him to work through all this, because in his head, he's making the conscious effort. He is making the conscious effort. And in his heart, he's already been there. He's already decided. He knows that this is what he wants. He knows how his feminine makes him feel. He knows that, you know, he knows that there's a rainbow around the corner. Oh, I'm being drawn to that rainbow back there. Look at that. Oh. So let's go to the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is very much the masculine coming into his own with this emotion, with his emotions, getting in touch with his feminine side, you know, getting in touch with his emotions, allowing himself to, oh, I just see all the roses. Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me count the roses. 1, 2. Oh my God, there's 17 roses, and that 7 plus 1 is 8. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, Spirit, I see you. I see you. I see you. So, very much so, this masculine is getting in touch with his feminine side, you know, calming that impulsiveness. Because in his head, he's the knight, but in his heart, he's the queen. His head is very much like, let's go, let's charge forward, let's do it, let's go, let's go, let's go. But the queen does not do that. The queen is not impulsive. The queen sits back and listens to her intuition, listens to her heart, because the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. She is that water energy, that softness, and is very much like, no, 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 we can't. You know, you want to go in here, you want to be the big man, you want to, you know, just sweep them off their feet, but you can't. You know, we have to take it back, because if we go in too much, then we could scare them off, and that would be even harder. You know, that would be even harder on us, and then we'd set ourselves back a lot. And with Ace of Cups right next to it, following it, I very much am, it just comes to me as overflowing with emotions. It's true love. It's meant to be. It's also, the Queen of Cups is somebody that has learned self-love. And the Ace of Cups is all about, you know, self-love, filling your own cup up, you know. And so this masculine really has, you know, I feel like he's come a long way with loving himself and, you know, accepting that he deserves it just as much as anybody else, you know, because this masculine could have been, you know, giving more than he was receiving. The temperance card right here, you know, the angels are here to help temper that, because it's like you're filling people's cups up too much. You're forgetting your own cup. You know, please let us help you. And I feel like that with the surrendering went on in the head space, that the masculine is able to, you know, is able to open up his heart chakra and allow the divine to come in and help temper him and help to, you know, heal what needs to be healed. You know, those deep, deep heart scars that just, you know, you always want to, you want to forget about, but in the long run, it still has to come up. It still has to be healed. It still has to be worked through. And it's hard, and it doesn't stop. You know, it does not stop. Now, the Three of Cups, this is about, this is about reconciliation. This is about getting together, celebrating, you know. It can also be, I'm looking because this is 3, and then also the triangle. I've been seeing triangles a lot. And I know with masculines, that has to do with, you know, sacred geometry, you know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the maiden, the mother, the crone, you know, the masculine, the feminine spirit sometimes, is the, like, the Three of Cups is seen as that, as like the masculine, the feminine, and then spirit over here. And hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck, there's 8 cups on the damn thing. Ah! They told me, count the cups, count the cups. There is 8 cups in the masculine's reading currently that has showed up. Wow. My goodness. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Masculines, that's amazing. And you know what? God, I love that. Okay. Okay. So. So amazing. Ah. All right. Let's go on to the feminine side. All right. With the Judgment card. So. The Judgment card is the feminines. They've heard the call. They've heard the call, but at the same time, I'm being drawn to Sailor Pluto on here because, so with the rest of the sailors, let me find some of the other sailors. Okay, here we go. So here's Sailor Moon. Oh, actually here, the Star card has all of them on it in this deck. The Star card has all of them on it. So you see how, you know, Sailor Moon right here has big eyes. And then Sailor Venus has big eyes, and like they have the big eyes over here. So like to me, that's you know, that's how they're drawn. So that means that they're younger. They're, you know, they're wider eyed. They're more naive, really. But when you get to the planets back here, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Uranus, and Sailor Pluto, all of them back here, their eyes, you know, are getting smaller, and meaning that they're more mature. They're, you know, they're wiser than, you know, the more younger planets that are closer to the sun and everything. You know, these are all the planets that are closer to the sun, and these are all the ones, sailors, that are farther away. They're more mature. They've been around the block, you know, a few times, and that's really what I'm feeling from the Sailor Pluto, because she's the most mature one out of all of them. It's the last planet, you know, farthest from the sun. And if you say that Pluto's not a planet, fight me. Literally, fight me. I will fight you. Pluto's a planet. But it's saying, like, I feel that she's come a long way. The feminines have really come a long way. They've grown so much, so much, and they've learned a lot. You know, I just heard in my head, trial by fire, which is not the most fun thing ever. If somebody has ever, you know, been like, you know, that trial by fire, the initiation by fire, just like, that, like, just intense heat, that intense pressure, you know, coming through. I just got a volcano in my head. That's what they showed me. It's just the heat, the pressure, the buildup, and it's just like, you know, it's been brewing. It's not like it's gonna explode, but like it's been brewing, and she can feel it. And Judgment is about, you know, making a final decision. You know, I heard choosing yourself. Yeah, it is. It's really about, you know, the feminines probably have been choosing themselves, and that's what has propelled the masculines to also choose themselves, to also make this, you know, transition for themselves, because they have chosen themselves, because usually within the dynamic, the feminines do lead the masculines. And very much so, I think the feminines, by choosing themselves, making their own moves to follow their dreams and everything that they want out of life, that it propels the masculine to do that, because they can, even if they're not consciously aware of the connection, you know, maybe your masculine's not completely awakened, but they still are listening to their intuition. They're still kind of following that. They still know, you know, they're following your lead, basically, feminines. And that's why I think it's very much that they need the courage and the strength right now, because they just need, they need that love and that compassion too. Because it can be, like I said in my intro, it's a very lonely journey. It can be a very lonely journey, especially for me personally, because I don't talk to anybody about it. You know, I don't talk to anybody about it because they just don't understand. They won't understand. And it's just, you know, it's a very sacred journey at the same time. And so it's more just, you know, honoring oneself, I'm feeling is like, I'm probably going to I'm probably going to title this video, Honoring Yourself. It's for the masculine and the feminines. They're very much honoring themselves and choosing their own happiness, at least, is what I'm feeling. I haven't even pulled cards, but I'm already feeling that. All right. Let's go pull some cards. The Divine Feminine's headspace, Spirit. They want that one. Two of Wands, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Yes. Also, twos are also about, like, decision making. And the feminine probably has. They've made a decision with that Judgment right there. They have made a final decision. Whatever that be, the Devil card. Yes. That is also Capricorn energy. They've made a decision to move on from that. Eight of Swords. Interesting. I'm getting that whatever was binding them, this Devil energy, whatever was binding them in their head, they might still be struggling with this. Especially with the Eight of Swords right here. It kept them blind. It kept them trapped. It very much, you know, hindered them from their growth. You know, they felt, I'm feeling that some of you guys very much may still be feeling trapped in this connection. Some of you, honestly. You may be feeling like you're trapped in this connection. You can't move forward for whatever reason. You know, you might be wanting freedom, but it's very much like, you know, it's like at your fingertips. It's like you can feel it. Oh, there's a mosquito flying around. It's like you can feel it, and you can, you know, you can see it, and you know it's coming to you, but you still are kind of in your head a little bit about whatever's going on. I want one more card, actually, for the feminines. Please, Spirit, clarify the Devil and the Eight of Swords. Because of the Judgment card there, I feel like it's coming to an end, and the feminines are moving on from it. It's not fun, for sure. This is not fun, but it's happening. With Two of Wands, it is about freedom. That was the first thing that came to me, freedom. They're looking for that freedom because this feeling of entrapment, you know? This feeling of, like, mental, yes, the Chariot, Cancer energy. Yes, yes, yes. Clarifying the Eight of Swords and the Devil, the Chariot. Yes, we are moving on from this. And with the Chariot being a major arcana, that is your divine team behind you. That is them. That's the universal force that is helping to propel you past that, past the Devil energy, past the Eight of Swords energy, and into the Two of Wands and the Chariot. Because the Chariot is also, you know, it's moving forward victoriously. It's somebody, in the original Rider-Waite style, it is one person holding the reins, and there's a black and a white horse. And they're moving forward, and it's one person. And it's very much this feeling of, I'm coming into my own power. I'm taking my reins back, and I am going. You know, it's like, it's literally like taking your power back. And it's like, I'm taking the reins. Let's go. And that's really what's going on right now with the feminines. And I love it so much because that devil energy is also major arcana, and it is very, it's very heavy. It really is that feeling of entrapment, especially because the Eight of Swords came out with it. It's that feeling of like, you know, you've almost like entrapped yourself in this journey. You know, you've tied yourself to your masculine, and it's like, I feel like there's nowhere else I can go. I feel like I'm just stuck here forever because it's divinely guided and blah, blah, blah. Stop. If you feel that way, feminines, if that's resonating with you, go watch my intro if you did not watch it. Go watch my intro. I talked about this. I talked about releasing yourself because the journey is not about the masculine. Your journey is not about the other person. Your journey is about yourself. And this is exactly the perfect energy that I want to see coming through for my feminines. Choosing yourself, moving forward with your own intentions, with your own freedom, with your own, what's the word I'm looking for? Filling up your own cup is the only thing that came to me. Filling up your own cup, choosing yourself. You know, I freaking love that right now, feminines. All right. But very much so, if you're resonating with that, feminines, go watch my intro if you did not watch it. Go watch it. Because I feel like you guys need to hear that. All right. Also, if you guys are a masculine or a feminine, tell me down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what's going on with you guys. I love to hear from you, you know. Even if it's, you know, not the prettiest type of situation that you're in. You're going through a lot of crap. You know, I'm giving you the permission to put that energy into the comments and just release it. So that, you know, I read all my comments. I see all your comments, and it's like I'm here for you because I'm dealing with this energy too. This is very much the energy that I was going through in February that I was releasing. You know? And like, I understand if you're going through it and you just need somebody to listen, you know, to understand you, do it. Like, if you feel drawn to and that's, you know, something that you would like, do it, guys. All right. Let's get some cards for the Divine Feminine's Heart Space Spirit. Let's get some cards for the Divine Feminine's Heart Space. And that's also the Black Obsidian that was on there. This energy right here, this Eight of Swords, this Devil, it's exactly why the Black Obsidian is there. That negativity, that anxiety, you know, the worry, the codependencies that may be worked through, you know, that all that type of energy is needing to be worked through right now. And feminines do need that, they really do need that protection. And personally, Black Obsidian is amazing for me. Black Tourmaline is fantastic for, you know, releasing negative energies. There's a lot of other crystals. If you're interested in that, check it out. Check out the metaphysical properties of them because it helps so much. You know, the masculines need courage and the feminines need protection. Protect yourself, protect your light, because there's a lot of negativity that's coming after, that is coming towards these type of connections because it, you know, there are forces that don't want, they don't want it to happen. And, you know, even then, like, you still have, like, people that will say stuff about the connection, but it's because they don't understand the connection. Now, that being said, do not just, you know, that wanted to come out, Five of Swords, yeah. Do not just brush them off and be like, you just don't understand my connection. No, 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 no. Especially if it's somebody that is close to you, and that you honestly, like, you would trust, hear them out. Always hear them out. Because I had this happen to me with a friend, some friends of mine, that they kind of like gave me a dose of reality. Basically it was like, hey, yeah, that's great, you know, how you're feeling and everything, but, you know, remember, this is still, you know, it's a reality here, you know, come back down to reality for a little bit. And this is, you know, still some stuff that's like, it's not that you should be completely blocked off from it, or that, you know, you should be like, if they're like, fuck them, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. It's, you know, use your discernment. Do how you, like, follow how you're guided to. But make sure that how you're guided is in a high vibrational way. You know, it's not low vibrational, it's not codependent. because my karmic that I was with before I met my masculine, and actually when I met my masculine, I was still tied to this karmic, and because of that, I didn't even realize it was my masculine for months. I didn't realize my true masculine for months because I was blind. I was blind by him, you know. And yes, we have the King of Pentacles coming out right now in the feminine's heart space. That's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have Capricorn right there, the Devil card coming out in the Divine Feminine's headspace. What's this one? 5 of Cups. Yes. Okay. Yeah, see, like, feminines, feminines, feminines. Oh. Goodness me, feminines. I'm very much feeling that the King of Pentacles is the Divine Masculine. Because the feminines, you know, they have the masculine in their heart space, you know, it's everything that they want out of a partner, basically. You know, I'm drawn to the owl, you know, and owls are very wise, they're smart, and it's just like the King of Pentacles is somebody that's very well manifested. They are intelligent, they are grounded, they're like, out of all the suits, to me, the King of Pentacles is like the father, is the perfect father. Not the perfect father, but like, you know, that fatherly energy, just like the Queen of Pentacles is very much the motherly energy, nurturing, within the suits. And, you know, there's a lot of, I feel like it's more that this 5 of Swords and this 5 of Cups energy is surrounded, it really is surrounded by this King of Pentacles. You know, not the masculines, the feminines are, I just got like this heavy feeling in me from you guys, because I'm feeling it. I feel this energy. I know this energy. You know, it's very familiar to me. Because both 5s are about, so 5s to me, I've been seeing a lot of them. And, you know, it can be about loss and all that, but it's also about change. It's about change coming. And the fact that we have 5 and 5, that's 10. That's a completion. You know, and we have Judgment right here. Completion of a cycle. You know, completing of that. And we have the World card in the masculine's energy. So it could be that you feminines are, one, feeling this energy, and you're kind of taking the burden from your masculines. Of this feeling of loss, this feeling of lack, this, you know, looking at what was and not what is, or what could be, you know. And with 5 of Swords, it's very much mindfuckery games, you know. In the past, you could have had, when the masculine was more in his toxic energy, it could have been mind games, manipulation, you know. And, you know, not high vibrational energy at all. You know, it could have been very shitty energy. And it could be that this is what's being brought up right now within the feminines to be healed. You know, they just told me to look at my crystal right now, Archangel Michael. He's, I think he wanted to point himself out because he's kind of saying that he's with you right now in this healing and what's going on in your heart, because your head is one thing. Your head is trying to be logical. Your head is trying to move forward, you know, with conviction. But your heart still feels that pain, all that pain, you know. The masculines are going into a great space for themselves. They really, really are. The feminines, you're kind of like, oh, you're still working through some stuff, you know, whether it's been triggered or anything. But I want to get one more card for the heart space of the feminines. Please, Spirit, give me one more card for them in their heart space. Because I do feel, though, that with the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups adding up to a 10, you're going to have that completion happening. You know, it's going to suck in the long run, but it's being brought up to be healed. You know, and it has to do with the masculine of some kind. It doesn't have to be your masculine. Yes, 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 Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, bless you, Spirit. Oh, my God. We got the Fool card. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Yes, and see, after that energy is cleared, after that, you know, that completion has happened, after that's, you know, that loss, that mindfuckery, all that stuff is healed, and you're brought back up and healed, you have the Fool card, which is literally the first card in the tarot deck. It is a brand spanking new beginning. Oh, it is. I love it because it's saying to me that when this is cleared out, it's like your heart chakra just opens and blossoms. I'm looking at the flowers right here, and it's very much like, it's like his heart chakra has, like his chest just open, like all this abundance is spilling out. And that's really what's going to be coming to you, feminines, you know. And it can be that this isn't even your masculine. This is you, feminines, especially for earth sign feminines. Hey guys, what's up? I'm a Capricorn sun. Love you guys. Also, majority of my chart is like Capricorn. It's crazy. I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn goat mountain bitch. Okay. But it's very much moving into this new beautiful energy of the Fool of, you know, yes, I have been hurt. Yes, I have been left out in the cold. I have been manipulated. I have been screwed over. I have been used. I have been lied to. All this stuff, all that negative, low vibrational shit. Yes, I acknowledge it. I accept it. It was a part of my past, but no longer. Because we are clearing it out to make space for the Fool. And we open up and accept what, you know, the universe has to come to us. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Feminines, that's so fucking beautiful. Oh my God, okay. And also at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, which is a match for his heart space. So right now, this is telling me that what you're working on right now through your heart space, feminines, is going to lead you to your Ace of Cups. This is a heavy reading, y'all. Man. But it's amazing. All right. We are 56 minutes into this. So I'm going to get some Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue for this reading, so we can, you know, kind of start to close it out, because I don't want to keep you guys too long. So I'm going to get some cards for the masculine and the cards for the feminine. All right. Some cards, please, for the masculine spirit. Some cards, please. Oh, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yes. I'm very feeling that with the Cups energy and what's going on right now in his head, that he's probably needing to take time for himself. You know, probably not spending a lot of time around friends, even though with that 3 of Cups right there is about, you know, friendships, celebrations. I'm feeling more that, that's too many cards. It's more that he's taking time for himself to really reflect and heal and, you know, really decide what he wants to go through, because in his head, he's working toward that, you know, shit. Okay, sorry. It's way too many cards, Spirit. I'm sorry. All right. These 2 flipped over, though, so I'm going to take them. Yes. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the usual type and expectations. And I'm being drawn to the expectations because in my intro, I talked about expectations. If you guys have not watched that and you're masculine, go back and watch my intro. I talked about expectations and having to release them and stuff, and, you know, choosing yourself, because finance is a career. That's literally what I was talking also about the masculines being so in the 3D, is that they could very much have been so focused on the 3D and their physical, tangible, you know, material wealth, that they lacked, you know, that emotional intelligence and stuff, and they've grown since then. Obviously, we've seen they have very much grown and come more into their feminine. It's very much, I almost want to say, like, that's the feminine, this is the masculine by the energies, but no, like, this is the masculine side and this is the feminine side. You know, it's very much almost like the energies have kind of flipped. And, you know, it's yin and yang, balancing it out. But I really, really love it. And definitely keep an open mind. Oh, man. They probably were not expecting, you know, you as a feminine. You know, they always had an idea of who they'd have, you know, who they want to marry, who they'd be with. Basically, like, they had the picture and everything. Just got to find them. But then they realize that's not exactly how it works. You know? That's not how this works. I'm looking at that chair flying above him right there, because there's 2 women that he's looking at, and it's like, Yeah, and it's like, so they're both sitting there. And he's actually like looking at the one on the right. You can see the one on the right, but the one on the left is the one that has a cherub right behind her. And it's like, you have the little cherub flying above there, like, hello, hello. They're like literally pointing at her, like, it's that one, it's that one. Meanwhile, he's like, he's focusing on the other one. So it's like, masculines could still be working through that third party situation for those of you that resonates with that. Now, remember, take what resonates, you guys. They might still be working through that energy of, you know, seeing their feminines for exactly who they are, you know, truly releasing their expectations about what they thought they'd want and realizing what their heart is telling them, that, you know, what their heart and soul is screaming basically at them for what they need. They're like, yeah, I want her, I want her, I want this, but it's like, but do you need them? You know, it's like, yes, you think you want that, but we have a better option over here. And that can come in whatever form. It could be switched, vice versa. Take what resonates, you guys. All right, my throat chakra literally just kind of closed up a little bit. Let's get some cards from the feminine, please, Spirit. That one wants to come out. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yep, yep, yep. Feminines, understand that if you're getting impatient, that one wants to come out. If you're getting impatient with your masculine, understand that divine timing's at work right now. Everything is in divine timing. Understand that everything is within divine timing. With the angels right here, it's a reminder to you also that, yes, we mentioned that the angels are watching after the masculine, his transformation, and helping temper this, you know, the 3D and the emotional and all this stuff. But the angels are also over here watching you. Yes, playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's very much the Fool energy right there. That's why I didn't want to cover up the Fool. They're like, don't cover it up. So this is very much the energy, and it's over your heart chakra area and your heart space. This is very much the energy that the feminines need to get back into. You know, they need to, as feminines, we need to come back into just this playful, fun energy, especially with our masculines. You know, that fucking flew out. Holy shit. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this is exactly it. This is what's going on right now in the heart space for the feminines. Very much so. They feel like this is unrequited. They feel like it's one-sided. They feel like, you know, it's not reciprocated basically because they're not seeing it in the physical. But understand that the masculines are in their head right now. They're going through a major transformation inside themselves, and it's not always going to manifest right away. It takes time, divine timing. It's worth waiting for. And trust me, I'm in the same boat as y'all. Like, I'm going through the same stuff. You know, I'm being triggered and like dealing with, you know, feelings of unrequited love especially. That's been a major theme in my own love life, is unrequited love. And so I'm working through the feelings of those, you know, that lack basically of like, oh no, what could have been, but it's like, hello, we're still giving you this right here. You don't see the eggs right here. And I just realized this is an owl right here and an owl right here. Something about owls with this collective, something about owls, you know, the wisdom that they need, basically like that insight. I'm really feeling that the only insight you're going to get from that is going to be through your divine team, talking to them, praying to them, meditating, very much so. But that playfulness, that brings a smile to my face. The playfulness just brings an absolute smile to my face, because that's what we want at the end of the day. We want that fun, playful energy. We want that fun romance, you know, that fun romance and connection between our masculine and ourselves, you know, or vice versa. We want that with our divine partner. But it takes time, and it's, you know, it's important to remember that. Okay? So, guys, this is your reading. I hope that it resonated. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially liking the video. It helps me help you, help me help you. You know, so thank you everybody so much. I love you all. Namaste. Have a good one. Bye, guys.